Good morning. Breaking news. Absolutely crazy. Ace Bachelor Cool has gotten a bar girl pregnant. He's going to be a dad again. Okay? But I got to tell you how this all transpired. Um, you know, if you don't know Ace Bachelor Cool, he's a YouTube vlogger here in Angeles City, and he has spent the last 3 years telling people how to navigate Angeles City, how to be single, how to be free, how to be cool, what's it cost for him to live, all the usual stuff. Now, we're going to hear all the rest of it.
Why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, cause I got no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough.
Okay. So, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 days a week, I eat breakfast here at home. Tuesdays and Thursdays, weather permitting, and I'm not busy, I go to Tequila Reef, 8 o'clock in the morning till usually 10 to have breakfast, meet up with friends. We have a large social life. We have an active life. So, yesterday, I go to Tequila Reef, and who shows up? Well, I'll tell you who showed up. A bunch of people. But amongst them was Ace Bachelor Cool and James, the ugly tourist. Now, Ace sits down, has a seat beside me, and you should know something here. You should know that the Angeles City YouTubers, we're not friends. And when I say friends, we don't go on vacations together. We don't do those kind of things. All right. It's very highly uncommon that we have other YouTubers over to our home, those types of things. But we do run into each other. We're very cordial. We're very fun. We have nothing against each other whatsoever. With that being said, we know pretty much all of them here in town that are socially active. And James, great guy, the ugly tourist. Ace, a bit controversial. Me, I'm just Angeles City's laziest YouTuber. Now, Ace sits down and he says, Mike, I've got breaking news. And I said, what? What's going on? And he says, I am going to be a father. Well, he already is a father. He's raised two productive, good children. They're already, I think his daughter's just recently graduated with a master's degree. And he has a Filipina daughter down in the province in Davao, whom he has seen regularly and in turn also provides child support for. He's very responsible when it comes to that. But I'm like, you're already a dad, dumbass. Okay. But he's like, no, I got a bar girl pregnant. And I'm like, what? Are you serious? And so the conversation began. You got a bar girl pregnant. What are you doing? Okay? Honestly, what are you doing? Are you trying to beat Sunshine's shoulders to repopulating the Philippines? Did you get roofied? Did you get, first off, the first thing that comes to our mind is, hey, are you sure it's yours? All right. I mean, you're going to get a DNA test, right? And he's like, no, it's mine. And we're like, look. And so I made him a little DNA swab test. It's homemade. It's in jest, but at the same time, it emphasizes the point, Ace, you better get a DNA test on this kid. Okay? So with all of that going on, we jump around back and forth, and so here we have Ace number one, bachelor because I'm single, free is the way to be. All right. I'm the number one single YouTuber in Angeles. Well, how single are you if you got this girl pregnant? Now, we started to speculate, is it possible? We need to coincide. Those of you that are out there, do some research for us and look. If you go back, his girlfriend is now 36 weeks pregnant. In fact, they're having a checkup. He may have had this baby last night. Okay, they're having a checkup right now, today, so to speak, yesterday, and she is due to pop any day now. And I don't know. I mean, with that square head, it ain't going to be easy to get these kids out. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. But we need to do the math. We need to figure out, where was sick grandpa 36 weeks ago? Was he here in Angeles City? Is it possible? I mean, she is a bar girl. According to Ace, she is a bar girl. All right. And they've been dating, and this has been a big secret. And it's no secret he's been dating a bar girl. Okay. But it's been a secret that she's been pregnant. So what are we doing here? I mean, Ace, you've got to get this child onto Social Security. And then it dawned on me, wait a minute, Ace, you're 50, mid 50s, late 50s. Are you doing the sunshine shoulder scam where you're now going to get these biological children into Social Security? So what happens is that if he goes on Social Security in a couple of years, 4 years or something like that, I don't know exactly. But if he goes into Social Security, him, just like James the Ugly Tourist, because he just had a baby, he's going to get a 50% bump in his Social Security. Now, I know YouTube has had its pitfalls. I know the views in YouTube are not what they used to be. I know that the money is not there for those of you that use it. Now, granted, Ace is retired Air Force veteran. He was in for 20 years and then worked and everything. But I mean, having that Social Security on top of his retirement, but if he can bump it up 50%, and you still got 4 years left to have another one. Now you can bump up 100%. All right. I don't know. It may be fractional on the second or the third. We could ask Sunshine Shoulders. He would know. That's for sure. But with all of that being said, okay, is that it? Or did you get a bar girl pregnant just to increase your Social Security? Only time will tell, won't it? It'll definitely be something like that. So James had a lot of advice, and we explained to Ace, hey, you know what, Ace, you got to get a Philippine Statistic Authority, a PSA certified birth certificate. That takes about 6 months. Then you do the paperwork at the U.S. consulate, and you get it all done through Social Security. And now she will have, or he will have, actually, it's a boy. We know that. We know she's 36 weeks pregnant. We know it's a boy, and we know it's a bar girl. Those are the things that we know. Now, all of this is coming directly out of Ace's mouth. None of this is rumor. None of this, unless Ace is sitting there at breakfast lying to us, all of this is real. So he's going to have to trade in some of that golf that he does. He goes golfing quite a bit. He's going to trade in, I guess instead of doing 18 holes, you're only going to do 9, and then you're going to have to stop for diapers and formula on the way home. And that's, she going to live with him? Is he going to, how does that all going to work? Well, we don't really know. And at this point, Ace is just spilling out, this is what's going on, all right? And we're all kind of like at a loss. We don't have the answer. So Ace Bachelor Cool, he's not so bachelorized now, all right? In fact, I think the true definition of a bachelor is never being married, and Ace has been married. He's been divorced, and nothing wrong with that, that's for sure. But you do see where I'm going with this. What is going through his mind? I mean, if you're going to be bar hopping, Ace, you need a vasectomy, okay? If you're going to be bar finding girls or sneak outs or whatever, you've got your Barbie dolls, your baby dolls, you're kind of like a regular guy with his baby-roonies. You've got your own lingo over there. But all of that being said, a little bit of caution for all of you. All of you. It is not the best thing to do unless you want to have a family, unless you want to expand that. Like James, all right? James, he and his wife want a family. And he's even said it's quite possible he may have another. He's just getting started and he's having a great time, now that the baby can look at his hand at least. James he's been a father already, so he knows what's coming down the road and how wonderful it really is when you come right down to it. But Ace Bachelor Cool, he's used a bar girl to repopulate the declining rate here in the Philippines. It's up to you, Ace. You've got to save the Philippines. I don't know how else to kind of get that all across. I don't know. Why don't you guys in the comments below tell us what you think about Ace becoming a father at this point, to a newborn at this point in his life? What will happen? How is it going to be? And maybe we can get Ace to give us a follow-up on this in the near future. Secondly, I would like to say, hey, I know we haven't been getting long-form videos out. I've been super busy. I'm sorry, but some things take precedent over other things. But we will be returning back to a more long-form content, and that's just all there is to it. It'll be there. I can't think of anything other than the fact that I'm dumbfounded. I'm just, from going into how, you have his lists, all right? Ace Bachelor's Cool, he's got his list. He's got the fucktard list. He's got the e-beggar list. He's got the broke expat list, the broke YouTuber list. All the time telling you how to be single and free is the way to be. And yet, very shortly, you're going to be changing diapers, Ace, and it's not going to be yours. I mean, you're not that far from changing your own diapers, but it's not going to be yours this time. All bullshit aside. Congratulations, Ace. We wish you the very best. Take care, everybody. Please do subscribe. Hit the thumbs up, all right? And we would really appreciate it. Thanks.